I am Yesi, Syafira, Amalia, and my partner Irmawati Marwoto. We are from Department of Archaeology, Universitas Indonesia. In this opportunity, we would like to present about space and gender in the Javanese noble house of Pangeran or Prince Mertadireja III. These are the outline of my research. Start from introduction. House as a social space. A house is a social space that is constructed through social actions by individuals. The social actions create meanings to the way space is conceptualized through actions that fill and animate the very space. The concept of gender in the house. Gender plays a role in the space layout of house. The concept of gender and sex is different. Sex refers to biological differences between men and women. Meanwhile, gender is the difference in characteristic inherent in men and women, both socially and culturally. This concept is then applied to house, especially in Javanese traditional house. The object that becomes my research is Ndalem Pangeranan Mertadireja III. Ndalem itself means Javanese noble house. It was built by Pangeran Mertadireja III in 1901 and located in Banyumas Street, Saudagaran Village, Banyumas Regency, Central Java. He was the 17th regent of Banyumas. After he stepped down from his position in 1913, he lived in Ndalem Pangeranan until his death in 1927. Afterwards, the house was occupied by his son, Pangeran Aria who was also the 18th regent of Banyumas. Research problem: how the space within the noble house or Ndalem of Pangeranam Mertadireja III are given meaning as male space or female space. This research based on the archaeological method according to dirt, consisting of data collection, data processing, and data interpretation. The concept of traditional Javanese house. Javanese traditional house is one of traditional architectural heritage that Indonesia has. The house embodies values, philosophies, concept, ethics, and high level of sophistication. The space layout of a house proves to be the most prominent element compared to the building itself. The concept of traditional Javanese house. The culture passed down in Javanese traditional house is the concept of duality and center. Duality is a natural reality which always consists of two opposing yet complementary sides, such as north, south, mountain, sea, male, female. And there is also center, such as centralistic, harmonizer, and unifier. When these two concepts are combined, it will develop into birth, life, death, creating, maintaining, demolizing, transcendental world, and human world. Here's the layout of Ndalem Pangeranan. The house overlooks the South Sea and turns it back on Mount Slamet. When viewed from the outside, it is a typical Javanese building, but the layout inside, the building is slightly influenced by European-style house. The concept of gender, then, is applied in the layout of Ndalem Pangeranan Mertadireja III, where its space is divided based on differences in roles and activities between men and women. Each space contains the meaning of men and women domained. The division of space is seen based on the natural or cosmological structure in the form of four cardinal directions of north, south, east, and west, and the last one is a central point in the middle which acts as an intersection. Start from front region or south. The front region is pendopo or veranda. It is used as a place to receive guests, relatives, families, or even those with no relationship. This room also holds the seat of authority for the head of the household, who is charged of selecting the guests for entering Ndalem Ageng. Pendopo is symbolized as protection provided by the head of household, where the family takes shelter. Meanwhile, its direction of the south wind means worldly of bright, open, dry, and free. Therefore, the open pendopo structure as a public space indicates masculine or man character. Next is central region or Ndalem Ageng. Is the main house which is located in the middle of the house. Ndalem means close, usually for welcoming close or intimate relatives. The right or west side of Ndalem Pangeranan consists of 4 rooms, including workspace, 2 master bedrooms, and an entertainment. These rooms are dominated by the activities of Pangeran Mertadireja and Pangeran Aria. Starting from the workspace, which is used for receiving state guests, this room is equipped with valuable items. One of them is the Songsong Jenegilap, or large golden umbrella that read August 29, 1867, April 20, 1933. It was given by the Queen of Netherlands. Now, the master bedroom consists of gamelan or traditional Javanese music. In the past, gamelan was put in the garden area. In this room, there is also a traditional Javanese cloth belonging to Pangeran Aria Subrata. The left or east side of Ndalem Pangeranan consists of 3 rooms. On the left side of the house is usually used as a bedroom for mothers and children. This indicates that the source of life and birth comes from the east. Rear Regent. Gadri is where the family gathers to eat together. Formerly, there was a set of chairs and tables that could accommodate 11 people. This room is one of the harmonizing rooms where the family met. Gadri is also used as a place to entertain guests or relatives by watching gamelan show. The next part, which is separated from the main house, is the gandok. Gandok in Ndalem Pangeranan consists of a bathroom or pekiwan, drawell, kitchen or pawon, and a maid room. The position of gandok is in the east of Ndalem or left back. The kitchen is used for cooking and placing foodstuffs. This space is more of a center for women's activities or domestic functions. The more at the back of the house, it shows a dark, limited, close, wet, and dirty characteristic. On the contrary, the more at the front of the house it shows the nature of light, open, free, dry, and clean. The clean and dirty space also determines the theory of men's and women's authority. Clean and dirty areas in Ndalem Pangeranan are divided based on the activities carried out in the said space. Social interactions that occur in the front region are something sacred compared to social interactions in the back region. Therefore, the front region is cleaner than the back region. The clean area of Ndalem Pangeranan is the main building of the house, which is part of the front region, such as Pendopo, Dalem Agung, and Gadri. The main building of the house is likened to a place that is very well maintained because it can be accessed by everyone, especially the Pendopo and Gadri sections, which are used for entertaining guests. Therefore, these areas are cleaned, nice, looks more organized and comfortable, giving a good impression to the owner of the house. Similarity between the position of the tombs and the house layout. The tomb of Pangeran Mertadireja III is placed side by side to his wife's tomb. His tomb is on the right side of the wife. This follows Javanese kejawen beliefs, in which men are given the role to protect and lead women. Resistance can be defined as an attitude to behave defensively, to fight back, to oppose or attempt opposition. Foucault explained that authority often brings resistance in social class. In other words, the resistance that occurs is understood as a force that meets other force. Space resistance is also seen when a wife of Pangeran Mertadireja III dies. The woman's body is placed in the front room, which is the territory of the male authority. This makes it easier for relatives and families to pay their final respect. In conclusion, men are placed in the space which are opened, cleaned, located at front regions and on the right side of the house. And women are placed in a space which are closed, dirty, located at the back region and on the left side of the house. Thank you for listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us.